Hi, I'm CT from That's My Entertainment. I'm here with Butch Hartman. He's the creator of such classics as Fairly Oddparents, Tough Puppy, Danny Phantom, and the new Bunson is a Beast. Butch, thanks for meeting with us today.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on your show.
Awesome. So, just give me a quick rundown. You are definitely into animation. I've watched your YouTube.
Yeah.
I watched your YouTube channels. It's fair to say that you like it. You like animation.
I like animation.
You like animation a little bit.
I like comic books. I like superheroes.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much anything you can draw. I like. Yeah.
So where'd you get your start? What was the first moment that you decided this is what I need to do with my life?
You know, I grew up in Michigan, and TV and movies are very untouchable there. You never know movie studios, TV studios. I grew up in a small little fishing town, really great little town. But I kept watching TV going, how do I get there? How do I get on there? And I realized there was a school in California called Cal Arts that taught animation. And I was like, wow, I could actually go to California and learn animation at the same time.
Right.
So I encourage everybody out there, if there's something you want to do, you got to go to where it's being done. And so I went to California, and I went to Cal Arts, which was a school founded by Walt Disney. So we got taught by a lot of Disney animators, old-time guys, and really I got to hook up with a lot of people in the industry. And right now, all the guys I went to school with are running the industry. Guys at Pixar, guys at Disney, me at Nickelodeon, we're all like doing what we love to do.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And so I heard that was it before or after you were on a soap opera? Is that correct?
Yeah, I was an actor for a while, yeah. I was on 3 soap operas. Yeah, I was on Days of Our Lives, Young and the Restless, and a show called Generations in the 90s. And I was an actor for a while, which taught me a lot about being a voice director as a cartoonist. You know, just because you're a cartoonist, if you want to be an animator who creates shows, learn how to do every aspect of the show. It's not just about the drawing part. It's about the storytelling part. It's about the acting, about the voice actors. It's about the editing, about the music. It all fits into telling a story. So you're not just an artist, you're a storyteller.
Excellent. And I'm glad you brought up voices, actually, because one of the things that I remember the most from Fairly Oddparents is Cosmo's voice. It's just amazing. Yeah. And the same with Bunson is a Beast. Like, his voice is absolutely fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
So when you're creating a character, I guess, and especially for this newest show, did you start with the character, or and then kind of thought what would be a cool situation for him, or did you think of the situation first and then kind of created a character?
You know, like with Fairly Oddparents, it was a situation. Wow, what if a kid could wish for whatever he wanted to? But with Bunson, it's like, wow, we got this great little beast character. He's a new kid in school, not just a new kid, he's a new beast kid. But then, you know, you think you have an idea what the voice is going to sound like, but then you get actors come in, they audition, you're like, no, that's not it, that's not it. And then someone like Jeremy Rowley comes in and does Bunson, who does the voice. You're like, that's it. After 55 guys, you're like, that's the guy. That's it. And then same with Cosmo, Darren Norris. Cosmo originally started off like a used car salesman, like this. Sure. But as the show went on, he went from here to totally up here like a complete moron. And so it was just getting a chance to evolve that character and see what really made him funny.
Right.
And once the character has the voice down, you can really write for that character. Like, wow, he's going to say this and just kill it.
Right.
You know, but again, you need to get that voice actor in there sometimes. Like Jerry Trainer with Tough Puppy. Once we got Jerry Trainer in, it was like, that guy is going to kill this line. Yeah, you know what I mean?
And so, speaking of your YouTube channel, you do a lot of other animation in the Fairly Oddparents style. Yeah. What's the favorite one that you did? Because I can tell you mine. I like the adult animation one. That was I thought that was great. The adult cartoons and kid cartoons with. I really like the SpongeBob's Burgers.
I was just gonna say I did Bob's Burgers to SpongeBob's to SpongeBob's Burgers. Yeah, that
was amazing.
Yeah, that was cool. I mean, I love to my YouTube channel gives me a chance to explore a ton of other styles. Like doing the Guardians of the Galaxy animated was a lot of fun. Danny Phantom 10 years later is a blast. I just did one Spider-Man if he got bitten by something else other than a spider.
That's the Cowman.
Cowman, yeah, I did that. So that's a lot of fun, and we're gonna have a lot of other really cool stuff coming up. I got some cool anime stuff coming up. I'm a big fan of One Punch Man. You know, I love One Punch Man. So there's a lot of cool. I've loved anime since I was a kid. Speed Racer, all that sort of stuff. I get to do that kind of stuff, and we'll see, man. It's just gonna be a lot of fun. Hanna-Barbera, making my own cartoons 10 years later. You never know.
And that wasn't your first job, was not Hanna-Barbera, right? You were...
No, I worked at my first legit job in animation was at Marvel Productions in the 80s, and I'm thinking like, man, I get to work on Spider-Man and the Hulk. My first job at Marvel was My Little Pony in the 80s. It was the original My Little Pony show. And I got fired because I couldn't draw the ponies well enough. Yeah, because it was all based on toys. I had to make them look just like the toy.
Right.
Yeah.
And you want to do your own, were you trying to put your own style on it, or just...
Well, honestly, I was really good at drawing my stuff. But when you first start off as an artist, you're going to be hired by someone else to draw their stuff. And I encourage everybody out there, if you're an artist, it's awesome you can do your own stuff. That's fantastic. But if you want to get a job, draw other people's stuff and learn to do that, because that's who you're going to get hired. You're going to get hired to do that stuff. Like on Fairly Oddparents, if you're an amazing artist who can do like Avatar: The Last Airbender, that's great, but can you do my stuff too?
Sure.
Because you might need a job, and if you can't do my stuff, I can't hire you. Sure. You know what I mean? So that's all it comes down to.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. We're out of time. I have so many more questions for you, but we're out of time. One more question. We'll ask one more question. So you do have the Noog Network.
Yeah.
And just tell me a little bit about that. Just what was the why'd you start it? What's
I started Noog with a G, not nude. It's Noog.
Noog. N-O-O-G. Yeah.
Yeah. Noogs are little characters like Smurfs. They're all different shapes and sizes. Kids can collect them virtually. I started the Noog Network because I want to do my own original programming. I just want to do my own cartoons, my own live action shows, my own games, and the Noog Network features all of that. It's 99 cents download on the App Store. It is awesome. New stuff being added all the time. I got a great new feature coming out really soon, and you guys should check it out.
Okay. One last thing. Alf the movie, is that still happening? I heard a rumor that you were maybe connected to Alf.
Alf the movie. I am not connected to that.
Not connected to that.
I'm killing the rumor right here.
Rumors.
That is not me.
Rumors. Internet. How could you, Internet?
Wikipedia.
How could you, Internet?
I know, right? Everything.
I trusted you. I trusted you. All right. Thanks a lot. Thanks again, you guys. Check out Noog Network. Bunson is a beast. It's fantastic. Butch Hartman. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, man.
Have a good con. We'll see you.
Guys, have a good one. See you later. Hey, I'm Butch Hartman. That's my entertainment. What's yours?